Alright, what's going on, people? ShikasClouds here. So today I'm going to give you my first impressions and my hands-on for Dragon Ball Xenoverse, the beta that came out recently for Japan, the network test. So here it goes. Okay, where do I start? I played for like half a day with DBZANTO, getting used to the buttons, seeing all the movesets, seeing how the game plays, stuff like that, and I gotta say, I was shocked because, believe it or not, I was expecting high stuff from this game. However, the game was very disappointing. Well, for the beta, anyway. And if you want to know why, it's because, firstly, because I had high hopes on the game, knowing that Dimps created the game, the developers of Burst Limit and Budokai series, I was expecting a solid fighting game. The first trailer that they released made it seem like it was a solid fighting game, but oh my god, it is nothing like the first trailer, I swear to god. I played the game, and it feels like, honestly, it feels like Battle of Z 2.0. I'm not joking with you. Your movement feels floaty, your attacks don't really connect properly. When you try to dash at the opponent, sometimes you be flying on top of them. The camera angles are so terrible sometimes. It's just not a fluid fighting game. It's not a fluid, solid fighting game like you would normally see from the Tenkaichi series. It's nothing like that. Or even the Rage and Blast series. That was at least a solid fighter despite the lack of story mode. But this is not a fighting game you would want to invest in. Now, you can argue and say that this is a beta, so there are bound to be bugs and fuck-ups, but the game's coming out in early 2015. That's not too long now, so for them to fix those issues in that short amount of time is very unlikely. Now, before you start thinking I'm a hater on Dragon Ball Z and stuff, Dragon Ball Z is my all-time favorite anime, and I loved the shit out of the old Dragon Ball Z games, like Tenkaichi series, the Budokai series, even Burst Limit and Rage and Blast to some extent. But after time went by, the games went downhill, in my opinion anyway. Now, with all that being said, it's not a terrible game, it's just not a solid fighter that you would want to take competitively or even remotely serious. Now, before you freak out and think I'm flip-flopping because I was hyping the shit out of the game, I will still be buying the game, it's just I won't be taking the game seriously at all. I want the game mostly for story mode, you know, the character creation and you changing the fate of the universe and all that stuff. But as for gameplay and online, I don't know, man. I think I know where they messed up. It's when they introduced having more than 2 players on the battlefield at once. At first, I thought it'd only be 1v1s, but then it came out to be 2v2s, and then it came out to be 3v3. I'm like, oh my god, what is this? If they focused on 1v1 only, they wouldn't need that stupid target system to lock onto characters. That's what fucks the game up. The game was not created for a 1v1 battle. Instead, they are focusing on multiple players on a battlefield. If I had to give you a brief summary on what the game's like, I would have to say Battle of Z 2.0 with slightly better fighting mechanics. That is all. The core feels like Battle of Z, it don't feel like Tenkaichi or Raging Blast. But if you don't believe me, the beta will be coming out for English players, so you can check it out yourself. Now, I'm sure none of you wanted to hear the truth on this, but I had to do it. This video might get a lot of hate, but when you play the game for yourself, you'll see what I mean. If you loved Battle of Z, then you're gonna love this even more. But if you hated Battle of Z, oh my god, you're gonna be so fucking disappointed. Dragon Ball Xenoverse is not the game that you thought it would be. And I made that mistake in getting on that hype train. Holy shit, I fucked up. I pray to god they fix this shit for the release of the game, because I'm buying this game for the PS4, not the PS3. So that's more money. Now, I don't want to leave on a bad note, because there were some good. Like, creating your character was pretty fun to do. Going in the online hub where there's a bunch of online players walking around, seeing other players' created characters, interacting. That was fun. That's pretty good. I think I actually enjoyed that part more than an actual fucking fighting game. Honestly, the fighting in this game felt like a chore. Despite me training and practicing with DBZANTO, getting used to the game, I couldn't really get into it. Now, don't get me wrong, the button configuration was fine. You have square for light attacks, triangle for heavy attacks, X to jump, circle for your energy beams. Only some characters can power up, by the way. Like Vegeta could power up, but not Goku. Kinda fucked up, but oh well. So yeah, the button configuration isn't as bad as Battle of Z, but it still feels like the game's on alpha stage. I'm just saying, it's a mess. The combos feel floaty. You don't feel the impact of hitting somebody when you're doing combos. A lot of the times you'll be fighting the air due to combos missing. Same goes for dashing to your opponent. There's no weight, that's what I'm trying to say basically. And I just want to say that after playing all these bad Dragon Ball Z games, it's making me appreciate CyberConnect 2's work even more, because honestly, if you compare the animation and artwork from CC2's work to this, oh my god, like, oh my goodness, it's like night and day, seriously, night and day. Also, one more thing, when CyberConnect 2 knows they have a solid fighter, they don't change things too much. Dragon Ball on the other side, They change the game every fucking year, even if the game's good. They don't know when to stop. They could have the best cookie cutter in the world, but fuck it up. Anyway, I'm done rambling. That was my first impressions for Dragon Ball Xenoverse, the beta. Remember, it's a beta. Anyway, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. This is ShikasClouds. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and I will see you guys next time.